All right, welcome back to another episode of the Top of Off Cricket Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Henry, and with me, I got my boy, them Walter and Sam. As y'all can see, Sammy is back because Sammy want to talk about the Test cricket. West Indies playing. Let me tell you something. The game is on the way right now. 107 for 4. When I spoke to Sam early in the night, Sam said, "Hey, I'm running late."
Mm-hmm.
At that time when he said running late, it was 80, was that 88 for 1 or something at the start.
Yeah.
By the time Sammy got to his house, it's 106 for 4. So Sam brought wickets.
Yeah, man.
And he buy Justin Greaves.
Of course.
On Sam. This
strike ball out.
One fun.
Yeah, man. You know who we got, right? Well, of course you know who we got.
K. Williamson.
Of course.
K. Williamson.
Say no more.
As I said, I was telling Kevin that I would have brought him on after the opening period.
Force change.
Yes.
Because of the inexperience but we can talk.
Yeah. So a couple of things we want to talk about tonight. The OJ Shields selection and the return of Kemar Roach, which I think are two big stories for this. Yeah. And we might have mentioned, I think we mentioned OJ Shields in one of the episodes prior. But once I saw that Shields was selected for the tour, I knew he was going to be playing. There was no way we were going to not have Shamar Joseph and Alzari Joseph. OJ Shields is the next quickest thing that's fit, right? And and take him to New Zealand and not play him, right? So that is what I knew. Now, what I know about OJ Shields is he's quite erratic, and I hope Sammy was catering for that. He does have the occasional good ball, as he did tonight when he rattled the stumps of Kane Williams, but the no ball bug was still on his back, biting the hell out of him. And I hope he recovers as the match go on, because here's the thing. I don't want this to be OJ Shields. This is the last we see of OJ Shields. You understand? I don't want this to be the last we see of OJ Shields.
That is typical West Indies. He looked like he got something. He got something there. And it just goes to show that we spoke about in a recent episode of when we spoke about the under-19s, is that we are not transitioning our players with talent, right? And you obviously got some talent.
Yes, there's some things there that if nurtured properly.
And that's why I'm saying that we've never, even I'm telling you guys, pound for pound, with the small numbers we get as compared to the larger territories, we've always, like everybody who pick up a cricket batter ball got some amount of talent. Some people just better than some, right? And we got a lot of talent in the Caribbean, as we said. Our problem is that our finishes in school is not as good. But as I told you guys, I would not have played Shields and Lane together. If I were Anderson Phillips, I would have felt again disrespected by Sammy. I could imagine how he's feeling right now. That for the second time Sammy has done this to this fellow. Right? If you're playing OJCs, Johan Lane can't play. We need the experience. And for me, the next in line, it is Anderson Phillips, and he hasn't been doing badly.
Sam, you agree with Walter's take on that?
I don't think he has had a chance, though. Ooh. Yeah.
All right, so in terms of Johan Lane, I think the argument there for Johan Lane has to do with his capacity to bat, quote unquote, right? And I say capacity to bat because we're talking about our not fit for purpose first class circuit, right? But That's what we have. And I think the Johan Lane thing comes from that's a factor I do think. So we can bat a little deeper when our time comes to bat. With regard to OJ Shields versus Anderson Phillip, and I would put the two of them together. I don't know if Walter agrees there.
I can't.
Or if Walter agrees with, say, leaving out Johan Lane and playing Anderson Phillip in front of him. One can make that argument, especially since Johan Lane has got age on his side. Anderson Phillip is 29 years old, the same as OJ Shields, right? But like I said, I think they went with Johan Lane for his ability to bat, right? That's left to be seen. But I take your point. Anderson Phillip probably should have get the nod. But it is what it is. I know we haven't seen a whole lot of OJ Shields, but sometimes that element of surprise can work wonders when people don't have enough tape on you. So, but
you still got Wooly Bar Street.
I hear you. I hear you. I mean, I wasn't able to watch, but looking at the commentary, the description of what went on, yeah. A bit of nerves there. I don't know. The psychologist should be on tour. He should still be out there, yes?
Still be out there.
I don't know. I think in the warm-up match, Shields did well though. He had like the lowest economy rate, if I can recall correctly. But anyway.
I think why they played before you go, Kev, I think why they played Johan Lane because of his height and his ability to get some bunks on these wickets. I think that's what they were thinking. I don't know, Kev. You were about to say something.
Sammy, I'm gonna counter what you said there because I think now I've seen Johan Lane bat. Johan Lane can bat, right? He can bat the ball.
Yeah.
But Anderson Phillip is a better batsman than Johan Lane. Right? And he's proven that in Test cricket. It won't be his first go around. Johan Lane doesn't offer the type of control that we would need right now in New Zealand. You understand? Anderson Phillip would be a better alternative in terms of control, more experience, understanding what is required in the moment, and how to hold his lines and lengths better. Watching Johan Lane here, very much like OJ Shields. What I saw from Shields is what I expected, right? I also expected the same thing from Lane, all over the place, right? So you can't want to control a game, and you're going with two absolutely raw.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's it.
You understand? Because the fact of the matter that you won the toss and you decided to bowl, that means you got to do something. Coming out to the first section, you got to be looking to pick up 2-3 wickets, possibly 4. We didn't do that. I mean, given that it was truncated by rain and all that kind of stuff, but I that's the first error, in my view, that Sammy has made here. Should have gone with Anderson Phillip. We knew that OJ Shields was going to play. Lane could have sat. You understand? Lane could have sat. That's my take on that.
I agree. I agree with you. If you're gonna play Phillip, I would go with let Lane rest. And like I said, he's got time on his hands.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time on his hands. Because here's the other
mistake. We've seen him get ready. Yeah.
Here's the other mistake that was made there. Roston Chase you bowled Roach and Seals up top, and then you replace them with 2 raw, absolutely raw young men who struggle to maintain lines and lengths. Instead of breaking it up, okay, we go Seals and Roach up top. Justin Greaves, much more experience. He's gonna hold a line and length, poses a wicket-taking threat, right? Because as much as he's innocuous, he knows how to pick up wickets, as we've seen already for the day, right?
Not just any wickets,
And he picks up big wickets. He has a knack of picking up big wickets, right? So now you interchange. Okay, cool. You got Greaves, and whether you want to bowl Shields or Lane with him, and then when Greaves is tired, you replace the two, right? Now you bring back either Roach or Seals, and then you bring Lane. No point in time you should have two
both of them
absolutely raw young pacemen bowling, and they are erratic because once they came on, the shackles came off.
Yeah, because it's easy. So that I agree with you. Again, I sometimes as don't able trust as we say trust the Sammy process. I don't understand Sammy any process sometimes because brother Sammy, there's choppiness you do today. But another thing that we forgot to talk about, Kevy, is Mr. Imlach is in the team.
Brilliant.
And guess what? I take your point. I take the point about the bowling. That yes, Lane could have sat. I am just glad that Warwickon is not bowling. End the story. So even though yes, you are Lane in there, and I agree with your points, Kevin. I am just happy not to see Warwickon in the side. We got enough men who can turn their hands over.
Not this week. Yeah, not on this.
Yeah, especially not on this wicket. When you already got Roston Chase in that can do that job. Probably just as effective as Warwickon in the context of this game. Right? So I didn't see a need for Warwickon in the 11. Right. But coming back to Imlach, Walter, once Shai Hope didn't take the gloves in that second test match in India, I didn't expect him to take it here because what it does is it lengthens the batting lineup. It gives Shai Hope rest. Now he doesn't have to go take out these gloves and then pretty much slip into batsman mode. He has time to be in the field, not in a constant crouching position. So his legs are saved, right? And that's something that Sammy got right. Round of applause.
But here's a question: Is it really about quote unquote Sammy getting it right, or is it Sammy not wanting to go with King?
It could be either. It could be.
Because if he felt, well, look, we want King in there, then I could see him like sitting and him just saying, give Chase the gloves. What are your thoughts on that?
It would be foolhardy to play Shai Hope in a test match. Shai has been having, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the one-day games and the T20 games. He's been having a rough time behind the stumps.
He's tired.
Tired. Because he's tired. Right?
Right.
So it would be foolhardy of Darren Sammy to be like, let me put Shai Hope behind him. And then he goes and he drops a couple of catches. Not efficient enough in picking up the ball to taking the ball to effect a stumping, and then somebody goes and makes 100 or a double 100. Kevin Imlach is the best wicketkeeper batsman in the West Indies right now, bar none. Right? So you got to have your best players in their positions. That's what it comes down to. And
just to be clear, I'm fine with him. Like,
yeah. I'm just saying.
Consistently, we've been, people had said the guy he's biased or what have you, but you're consistent with that.
Sammy got the team right, except for the fact
the bowling.
That one spot. We can't say if it's Shields or Lane, but that Anderson Phillips should have been playing.
Yeah, we're not there, but Anderson Phillips got to play in front of them. Like he's been doing, and for a matter of fact, Anderson Phillips outbowled every one of those fellas in the first class season.
Yeah.
Right. So
remember, we have 2 other matches, so we might see. I think we will see Philip. You
got to start.
There's every chance that he's going to play at least one match before the tour ends.
I see the second and third matches. Second and third matches, we could very well see him.
Yeah, I just think the fact that you're not playing him you're selling yourself short. You're not giving yourself every chance, because this thing is about the small things, right? Is about getting the small things right, and who can do it longer.
True.
Do you think we could bowl out this New Zealand team today?
Yeah, we could. We just gotta keep it
or at least come away with 7 wickets. Let me say 7 wickets. I'm going with 7 wickets before close of play. They're 4 down right now. Where were you in the third session?
Okay.
Still in session 2, is it? Yeah, we're still in session 2.
Still in session.
Yeah, still in session 2. We could bowl them. Still in session 2.
Listen, 7 wickets would be, well, given where we are right now, would be sort of par. You get 3 wickets a session. That's a good session for you.
Yeah.
So we can pull 3 back. That would be good.
Yeah, I would say the goal should be 7 wickets before the close of play, and I
at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Ideally, bowl them out.
Yeah, 7 wickets, and we got the noses in front at that point in time, especially if it's under 200.
Yeah, under 200, we
right. You keep things tight, and you come away with 7 wickets. Let me say 190 for 7. I am good with that, right? Because the last thing you want them to do is get away, and they got a batsman at the crease right now. This wicketkeeper batsman, Tom Blundell. Tom Blundell is capable of taking the game away from you. You understand? So we've got to be careful there.
Hey, well, if I were New Zealand, I'd decide don't get enough runs on the board. This team make 27 yeah.
You forget West Indies got a wall now. We got a wall out there now. Young Tiger.
Young Tiger. The call.
We got a wall, and then we got an explosive John Campbell.
That's young pussycat. Tiger. hey, listen to me. That's not a man. Shivnarine Chandrapal, 19 years of age, making his debut in front of his home crowd. That is a tiger, that's a pussycat.
Remember where did Tage go and make runs? In the first part of his career, if you want to call it that.
South Africa? No, that's Australia, sorry. Yeah, that was yeah.
So you never know.
All right, you know what? If you make some runs, I gonna take away the pussycat. As you gonna be a T.
Yeah. I'm hopeful. I mean, I'm not gonna read too much from what the warm-up match. Can't read too much from that. But
that was just to knock out some rust, some cobwebs. Get the legs going. Feel the ball on the bat, and that's what I took from that. The bowlers running in, getting a few miles in the legs, and wickets a bonus, runs a bonus, but just getting out there on the park and getting a feel of thing.
Freeing up your hands a bit.
Yeah, freeing up your hands and thing. Because it's not like they played a team of note. I would have preferred them to play a team of note. Some good hardened professionals who got 30, 40 first class games under the name. Some of these guys that look like they plucked them from some backwater with name who ain't got one first class game.
Yeah, true.
First class game, and God in heaven knows how long. They only got that one player.
Fellas, remember now that international cricketers are playing so much cricket. Cricket New Zealand, it's not gonna send senior fellas out there. I mean, it would have been good.
There are good hardened professionals who have never played for New Zealand.
Okay.
And those are the ones that I'm talking about. You understand?
Got you.
Those are the ones I'm talking about.
Got you.
Not your ever present or your omnipresent.
The international players.
Yeah, no, not those. I'm talking about the ones who are on the circuit, the seasoned professionals, right? Who playing Plunkett Shield year in, year out, but never getting a call. They're making,
Who got the hunger?
Yes, they still got the hunger in them. Those are the players I would have liked to see us come up against, because you would have truly knocked the cobwebs out, right? But here we are. Anyways, fellas, so far we intercepted two. Things are looking good. Seals are starting to find his radar.
You know my thing is, right? I like to bowl first up, especially overcast conditions. And I take your point about Anderson Phillip, but I still like to give our bowlers the edge. Anderson Phillip out, the Josephs out, but still, I like the fact that we give our bowlers a chance to go up there and put some ball ins early.
Well, once you win the toss and you decide to bat, you decide to bowl first, you've got to make ultimate use of that opportunity, right? So let's see how things turn out in this first innings as New Zealand are taking first knock. Let's see how it turns out. I hope Johan Lane zeroes in on a proper line and length. I hope OJ Shields zeroes in on a proper line and length. I've seen some good deliveries from Shields, and I'm going to.
How fast was he bowling? Because I didn't get.
I wasn't paying attention.
130 something. I didn't see if because I didn't know if he got up to 140.
It is good.
Stiff, 130.
Stiff.
Yeah, stiff. Right. Remember the group, the picture, the video that I put in the group that people say like they started bowling at 60 kilometers and then they go up to 130. People think that 130 the 130s look slow.
No, it's quick. It's quick.
130 is quick.
You understand?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. 130 looks and feels quicker, especially if it hits on the proper lines and lengths.
Yeah.
You understand me?
They keep coming at you all the time.
Exactly. Once that ball is pitched in that area where you are not too certain, it is a whole lot quicker. It operates a whole lot quicker. So, yeah.
On a note before we go, I love the New Zealand grounds. I wish we could adapt some of that.
Yeah.
I love how they keep it simple. We ain't got to get no big fancy thing,
But the other thing is space, Waldo.
That's
part of it. If you look at Sabina don't have the space like these grounds.
No, because Sabina is like border, right? Downtown.
Exactly. Smack in the city. You see, Providence got the potential for that, but
we throw up one set the stands there.
So.
But then you got to think about it though. In Guyana, the sun hot. In the Caribbean, the sun hot. In New Zealand, it's quite temperate, right?
Yeah, you're right. Hey. Them standing here and I don't keep your nose. Them half a cover thing. They
gotta do better than though. They gotta do better. They gotta cover them stands better than though. If you're providing shade, you gotta provide shade.
I hope Palmari won't be better.
And we got another wicket. Young Lane has picked up his first test wicket.
Okay, let me see. I can see now.
20 for 5. And we're still in the second session.
Yes, youngster. He actually was bowling. This spell is a decent spell. He had the ball in the right areas.
Yeah, he's starting to find his radar. He just needs to be more consistent there.
I just didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to cross you, but yeah. I remember watching. You see what I tell you, Sammy? He hits the ball. He get bunks because of his height.
The height, right? He coming from that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like big board.
Yeah, he's coming from
the ball can come full and still leap up at you.
Yeah. He has to learn how to use that height more effectively, right? Because that's one advantage that he has. So he has to learn how to use that effectively.
But fellas, note that out of these 5 wickets, 4 of them, Greaves was involved, right?
With the catches.
Nice that. Held on to a good catch to send Conway back for duck.
Greaves West Indies captain. Drop chase.
So have we dropped any catches to so far?
Hey, don't say that.
No.
Don't say that.
I.
So we put that zombie away, right?
Hey, Sammy. Sammy. People, we could call Sammy in case we go and drop the next tree.
We left that zombie in the Caribbean.
If any catches start dropping, yeah, please direct our comments to Sammy.
Sammy. He back Brad, he could take it. Hey, we left that in the Caribbean. We drop a set of them from Right Island, from 80 straight up to Rico.
Right.
We left that in the Caribbean.
Anyways, fellas.
Yeah,
that's the wrap for it. People, right now as it stands, 100 and what's that?
22 for 5.
23 for
5 at the time of that we ended this recording. As is the norm, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and most importantly, let we reach up down in the comments. Let's talk about this thing. West Indies cricket, it in we veins. One love, top of off. Catch y'all next time.